lavish Virginia golf club, where over 200 ultra-wealthy investors bought exclusive access to the president. In total, the guests spent $394 million on Trump's meme coin, which averages out to about $1.8 million each. Now, that is an expensive, fancy dinner. Some of the high-profile guests included tech CEO Jack Lew, former Lakers power forward Lamar Odom, and top Trump coin buyer Justin Sun, who was sued by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission in 2023 over alleged fraud. That case is still pending, although NBC reports the SEC is exploring a possible settlement or dismissal following Trump's second inauguration. And after the White House insisted his dinner was a private event, Trump gave a speech with a podium that had the presidential seal, raising even more concerns about how he's profiting off of his presidency. So with us now is Assistant Democratic Leader and Colorado Congressman Joe Neguse. Congressman, thanks so much for being with us. I am guessing you weren't at the crypto dinner the other night.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good to be with you. Yeah, I was not at that outrageous dinner.
What do you make of it? It is just so blatant and catering to the wealthy. I just can't imagine if any other president had said they were taking a night off to host a dinner where people had to pay almost $2 million to have a seat at the table.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Blatant is the right word. It is outrageous. It's the type of brazen corruption that should shock the conscience of every American. It's the type of brazen corruption that, frankly, we haven't seen probably since a century. I mean, you have to go back to the Teapot Dome scandal of the 1920s to find this kind of corruption within the executive branch. And the fact that my Republican colleagues have done nothing to condemn it or even call it into question is shameful. In any functioning Congress, this type of conduct would already be investigated. But of course, that is not the case under a Republican majority in the House as it exists today.
Congressman, for folks who are having trouble paying their bills, who eggs are too expensive, they have to, make sure their kids are getting off to school on time. They have one or two or maybe three jobs right now. Why should they care about a dinner like this? Why should they care that these powerful people with all of this money are getting this amount of access to the president?
That's a great question. I think there's a risk of viewing these developments, these scandals, myopically as opposed to holistically, right? And when you consider the events of this past week, this outrageous, corrupt dinner that the president hosted for billionaires that are padding the pockets of him and his family, coupled with the legislation, the budget reconciliation bill, the tax scam that House Republicans muscled through in Washington this week that would gut health care for millions of Americans, that would deprive millions of single mothers, of children, of seniors, of food assistance, all to pay for tax cuts for the richest Americans, for billionaires in our country. It gives you a clearer sense of this administration's priorities. At the end of the day, this administration has forgotten the middle class. The Trump administration does not care about helping make the lives of the American people, of the average American, better, and instead are focused exclusively on the top 10, top 1% of the country. And ultimately, I think that the voters see it for what it is, and they will render their verdict come next November.
Congressman, it also seems like the president and his administration don't care about optics or ethics. I mean, when the White House press secretary was asked about this dinner, she said it was personal time, that the president was at a private event. But as we showed in the clip, in the intro of this segment, he's standing at a podium with the presidential seal. So can you please explain to the American people why they should be upset that the president of the United States, with the seal in front of him, you can see it right there, that he is using the office to enrich himself? Yeah,
I mean, look, Jonathan, you said it well. The corruption in this instance is very clear cut. It's not a difficult scenario for the American people to understand. The fact that you have billionaires, including some who are foreign billionaires. We don't, of course, know because the White House has not detailed or released publicly the list of attendees at that dinner. But these are individuals who are investing directly in this meme coin that the president personally profits from to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. And in return, they get an exclusive dinner with the president of the United States and who knows what else. And of course, Jonathan, as you know, this president was very critical of the crypto industry just a few short years ago. Of course, we know what changed in that short period of time. He's now making a lot of money from the industry. So, yeah, make no mistake. I think the American people get it. They understand. The reason that the administration has been unable or perhaps unwilling to even try to offer a cogent rationale or explanation for their conduct. Of course, they know none exists, but also they know that they will not be held accountable by this Republican Congress. So they have no fear as to any potential investigations or any effort to hold the administration to the standards that have governed the executive branch since time immemorial.
Congressman, let's move on to the budget bill. Just got through the House. What are your concerns with the bill, and what do you foresee any changes or any more sweeteners added in the Senate so that to get those wavering Senate, the wobbly ones, on board?
Well, I certainly fear what sweeteners, as you said, the Republicans in the Senate may offer to their colleagues to get this bill to the president's desk, given the process that the bill went through in the House. As you know, they passed this bill in the dead of night. We participated in a 21-hour unprecedented legislative markup of the bill in the Rules Committee. And as the hours went on, they scheduled this hearing for 1 a.m. because they understood that they couldn't defend the bill in the light of day. And as the hearing went on, we learned more and more about various provisions that had been added to the bill in an attempt to buy the support of our colleagues. And one of those provisions, just by way of example, is a provision to deregulate firearm silencers. These are silencers that have been regulated since 1934, since the days of Al Capone and John Dillinger. And House Republicans decided that this was in the best interests, apparently, of the American public to include this provision at the 11th hour. There are a variety of others, a provision that they included as a tax break to tanning salon owners, which was only removed after we had shamed our colleagues during the course of the hearing, such that I assume, concluded that it was not in their best interest to move forward with it. So we'll see, but they barely got the bill through the House. It passed on a party line vote and only passed with one vote, essentially, right? One vote margin. So I believe that ultimately, if the outcry is loud enough, if we make the case in the court of public opinion, that we can hopefully defeat this bill in the United States Senate and avert the calamity that it would create for working families across Colorado and the United States.
Congressman, you're a member of leadership. You called what we're seeing with President Trump and his administration brazen corruption. You know, there's a few ways to curry favor with President Trump. That's the crypto lane, the Trump properties, buying stock in Trump media is another one. As you guys said, to enrich himself and his family. If Democrats take back the House next November, when you guys walk in January, are you guys going to commit to starting to investigate these things on behalf of the American people?
Yeah, what I would say, Eugene, is that ultimately, at the end of the day, the American people deserve a government that is ethical and responsive to their concerns, to the concerns of working families, not to billionaires, and ultimately not a government that is, constituted of people who are enriching themselves. You see that at the White House. By the way, you see that in the Congress with my Republican colleagues trading stocks, as you know, enriching their own stock portfolios instead of focusing on their constituents. We will engage in vigorous oversight. You have folks like my colleague Jamie Raskin, who's the ranking member of the Judiciary Committee, who understands these issues quite well. And make no mistake, we'll certainly perform our constitutional duties under Article 1 of the Constitution to hold the administration accountable and to deliver a more responsive government to the American people, which really is